Wendy Osefo's recent social media activity has added an unexpected twist to an already dramatic story. On April 7, 2024, the reality star posted a cozy photo with her husband, Eddie, and in the background, she layered a track that evoked images of the infamous outlaw couple Bonnie and Clyde. That musical choice was later removed, but screenshots and a caption referencing the track lingered and were quickly picked up after the couple's arrest on multiple fraud-related charges. The resurfaced post drew intense scrutiny because the song and its theme touch on partnership in crime, an association that critics said looked tone-deaf given the allegations now facing the pair. The song in question has long been used in pop culture to signal a tight, ride-or-die relationship, and viewers noticed the connection immediately. One short line from the caption, a nod to Jay-Z's lyric, circulated online and fueled speculation. Social media users and commentators were swift to react, with some accusing Wendy of poor judgment for using that particular soundtrack on the day she reported an alleged burglary, and others warning that choosing such a song in that context looks, at best, like an unfortunate coincidence and, at worst, like a provocative message. Understandably, the post generated a storm of comments. Some people took a humorous angle, posting memes and snarky remarks about the timing. Others were more pointed, suggesting the post signaled calculated behavior or a lack of seriousness about the allegations. Still, it's important to remember that social media snippets rarely tell the whole story. Posts can be scheduled, edited, or even misinterpreted when stripped of context. The song's removal only added to the speculation, though it also could simply reflect a desire to avoid further public backlash. The Bonnie and Clyde reference itself has a long cultural history. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow became notorious during the 1930s for bank robberies and violent crimes, and over time the pair became shorthand in pop culture for romanticized criminal partnership. That association makes any casual use of the reference risky when paired with real-world accusations. For public figures embroiled in legal trouble, even seemingly small choices, the music that backs a post, the lines included in a caption, can be seized upon by critics and used to shape public narratives. Legal experts and commentators have noted that while the post is provocative, social media content is not proof of wrongdoing. Courts rely on evidence that meets legal standards, not on Instagram captions or soundtrack choices. Still, in the court of public opinion, perception matters. For people watching the headlines, a post like this can feel like a telling detail, and it can sway public sentiment long before any finding in a courtroom. Those following the story have been divided. Some defenders argue for withholding judgment until investigators present their findings, while others believe the post confirms suspicions about the couple's behavior. The online debate underscores a broader truth about modern scandals. Social media amplifies every detail, and moments meant to be intimate or playful can quickly become focal points in a narrative of alleged wrongdoing. As this case unfolds, it will be important to keep two things in mind. First, allegations are not convictions, and every person involved is entitled to due process. Second, social media evidence must be treated carefully. It can be informative, but it is often incomplete and easily misconstrued. For now, the resurfaced post remains a headline-grabbing detail that has fueled conversations about tone, timing, and responsibility. Whether it will have any legal relevance is a question for investigators and, potentially, the courts. What's already clear is that in our digital age, a single post can become an enduring part of a much larger story, shaping how that story is seen, shared, and remembered.